Welcome to our first episode of Roots Track. We're recording and performing artists in Toronto, the GGN Canada as an independent exposure forum to address issues in the music industry and for receiving national and international exposure. Our first guest has released 3 albums to date with 7 Juno Award nominations, reached number 8 on the Canadian dance charts, 6 consecutive national top 10 dance singles, 4 Much Music Video Award nominations, which resulted in the 1994 Much Music Video Award. She's been featured on Billboard magazine, won SOCAN Award for climbing to number 1 on the RPM's dance charts and for tracking the top 40 radio chart. Please welcome Lorraine Reid.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you on Roots Track today.
Pleasure to be here. Very good, thank you.
All right, your anticipated album, Lessons Learned, is said to be significant and profound in many ways. Can you tell us what is significant and profound about the album?
The album results from, I had a surgery about 3 years ago, vocal nodule surgery. And that whole process forced me to decide how I felt about music and whether it really was a passion. Once I became, I teach, so once I started using my voice all day for teaching and singing as well, it became a problem. So that's one of the lessons learned, but it forced me to decide what position music held in my life, like where I wanted to go with it. And then once I made the decision that I was emotionally ready to return to music as well as physically strong enough, then the result is this baby here.
Wow, and I guess you kind of answered this. The second question I'm about to ask you, which is why the album is titled Lessons Learned.
Because if we all have a lesson, all of us have a lesson. There's a journey that's already predestined for us, I think. And I think if we don't figure out what our lesson is, we waste a lot of time going in circles. So this album is just some of the stories that people I know are going through and some of the lessons that I've learned and continue to learn just about life. And that's where I am right now. So
Right.
Yeah.
What are some of the challenges and changes that Lorraine has endured to make this album?
Yeah. I had to get real with this record. I was given a voice, the opportunity to write and say what I wanted to say. So the challenge, I think, part in that for me is as an artist, sometimes you're not sure if what the artist is sharing with you is real, like something, an authentic experience or something they've dreamed up or a culmination of the two. And I'm very conscious about stuff like that. I don't like people in my business, but every time I tried to shield what was vulnerable about me, the song didn't work. So I really had to reconcile, this is me. So am I comfortable with that? Yeah. So am I okay with sharing it? Yeah. That was huge.
Beautiful. You mentioned earlier that you were a teacher. So as a full-time teacher earlier in your career, how were you able to balance between the educator and the jigging, so to speak?
Never been able to balance. I've been, the whole temperance experience happened when I was much younger. I was in university full-time. So I'd go and gig or tour for like a week and then show up in class and like fall asleep in Peter Avery's psycholinguistics class, drop asleep. But he understood that I had 2 lives. He knew like I was on a stage the night before. So I've never found a balance. But music I can't separate it from who I am. I'm as passionate about educating as I am about the music. So I don't know what's going to end up winning out, really. I don't know.